Yeah, you guys look great. Hecked.
That's a good one.
Hey, I'm Kris. This is Human Carl. We're Left on Red Games, and we're just going to have a little breakfast. This is our first meeting of the day. We're going to figure out what we're going to do today. We got a little coffee, and
I chugged mine already.
he chugged his already. And we got a little pastry. I'm just going to have some pastry.
Eyeballs.
We figured maybe we won't use this, but it'll be nice to just film this meeting, and maybe it'll be good and fun to share with everybody. What we plan to do today, what our plan is for the day. We can only get together a couple days a week. We're going to talk about a little bit of what we've done this last week, although I think most of that will be covered in a separate video. This is Carl. That's why this is Human Carl, because this is Carl, regular Carl. Actually, I did hear feedback that calling Human Carl is a little rude. So I'm changing it. I've taken on this feedback, and I'm going to call him Carl the Human from now on. So I'm very sorry to anyone who's offended.
Oh, yeah.
Carl the Human. All right, so what are we doing today?
We are talking about our game plan for the day.
Yeah, what
We're
is our
going to
game
go,
plan
and
for
our
the
game
day?
plan today is you're going to do more coding, and I'm going to watch over your shoulder and hope that I understand it more than I do, but I do understand it pretty well already. Then I'm going to do 2 courses on the Zenva Academy. I think I want to do the Metroidvania next because that has more bang bang pew pew. And that just sounds like really fun to do. And then hyper casual is also going to be really good. And I'm interested to see if they are coding the bullets the same way through it, just to see if they have alternate options, because we have been doing a lot of speculating on how to do bullets better.
So what I'm coding today, while Carl's taking those classes, I'm going to code the ship movement, bullets, and hopefully enemies and hopefully damage from both sides. So I'm going to take a very object-oriented approach, so it might take a little longer than if I was just programming everything for a one-off, because we do want to be able to have different bullets, different weapons, and different ships. And so in order to program this, I'm going to first program those like base classes, those containers, so that when we move forward, it'll be really easy to have a different bullet type, to have different weapons, to have different ships that the enemies or the players can use. So it's a little bit more complicated than just getting them up on screen and making them work. So I don't know if it's going to be done today, but that's what I'm working on today. And actually first, we've recorded a few of these videos already, last week's videos and maybe the weeks before, and we need to actually get some video editing done. So we're going to sit down, do some video editing, and then we're going to do the coding, the learning. What we've done since the last video, if we've told you this before, we worked on a stinger. I actually stayed up super late last night and worked on a logo for Left on Red Games. And then I also worked on a video stinger for the end of these videos for the YouTube thing. It's a little extraneous, but I thought it would be cool, and it's nice, and I think like it's motivating, right? Like it's like, oh, we have this cool thing. When we first came up with this project, Carl was like, it'd be really cool. We're very good at video games. Let's just stream video games. We can stream our favorite video games. And we tried that, and it was fine. It was fun. It was not that rewarding for us. I think we enjoyed it in a lot of ways, but this is more rewarding. But we did go as Left on Red Games. That's part of when we came up with the name. And people misunderstood and thought that we were saying, turn left on a red light. Even though when you read it, it's red, not red. I understand the confusion, but the stinger will also, part of the reason we made the stinger is because it'll help clarify that.
Agreed.
But we've explained it before. It's about like ignoring text messages so that you can play a video game. We just did that last night. We worked on it a little bit together, and then I sat and stayed up really late doing the video part of it.
Yeah, but it looks so good.
Your hands thing is catching.
I know you're all the hands today, but honestly, I don't know, because I thought I didn't move my hands. And literally a month ago before we started this or so, I was like, I wish I talked with my hands more. It's really good. And I've been doing it the whole time.
Carl watched himself on video for the first time recently.
You mean I whinged and spun around the chair?
It really hurt him. It did him some emotional damage. And I do remember how uncomfortable it can feel when you first start. So I think that's our planning meeting for today. All right.
We're left out of red games. Thanks. Bye.
I'm almost finished with my pastry.
Oh yeah, food.